And then we need to talk about Girona, because I want to talk about Girona. I've been there several times too. I think that Girona Getafe will be my 4th or 5th consecutive Girona game. I started covering them this season when they achieved their first win, so maybe it's me. And it was very interesting too to speak to some people inside the club, including their president, Delphi Gelli, and they all had one thing that was pretty crystal clear. Mitchell was never in doubt. He is the architect. He is the captain. He is the master and commander of the project. Even if when they were bottom of the table, when they were in the 2nd division struggling a few years ago, when they heard their manager saying at the beginning of this season, maybe my players do not understand me. Maybe I'm not giving them the proper message. He said that last season too. He was never in doubt. They always trusted him. And that trust now is what is giving them this resurrection in La Liga. Because right now they are the team in top 4 of the competition. They went from being bottom to being near the European spots. And they play on Monday against Getafe. If they win that, they could dream again of playing in Europe, despite, again, connecting the stories I was mentioning with Espanyol and Girona. Is that a good idea for Girona to go and play in Europe again, knowing how that ended last time? Who knows? They aren't in a hurry. They don't have financial problems. I say they're not in a hurry because the stadium is still what it is. There are plans, but they are smart, and they're going slowly and always following logic. They don't want to speed things up in terms of growing fast, because that's dangerous. And if you crack when you're at the top and you have debt, you're done. And it's terrible. So relying on a project, on a manager that has given you everything, or that you see in him that that's the future of the club, despite there will be bumps during the ride and up and downs, I think that's key. And I had the pleasure to interview Mikel Arteta at the end of that game in Milan between Inter and Arsenal. And I asked him, it's your 7th season. And during these years, the team has grown, progressed, improved, succeeded. They went from 7th to 5th, second, and now they're at the top of the Premier League. And they are the best team in Europe right now in the Champions League. So I asked him the question, do you think that is the key to understand your success too? The faith and the support, the backing of everyone inside the club, or those who are making the decisions on your figure. They always trust you. They follow the process and they bring you the players you want. And he kind of agreed. And obviously that's a difference with his friend Xabi Alonso, which was given only a few months at Real Madrid, despite having the same numbers of Hansi Flick, and he was sacked. You never know, football. Who knows if it was a good decision by Florentino Perez in the end. We'll see how the season ends. But usually I tend to think that if you really believe in someone and you understand what he wants, you give him time to show you what he's worth. And I do believe that works in football and in life. Enjoy a very nice weekend and see you soon. Bye-bye.